Yeah. Heck, man. American pickers ain't got nothing on me. Put that on this. Hello, my fellow junkers. Today, you can hear them dogs out there. There's a couple of trucks over here, bear hunters. They got their hounds running over through here, so you probably hear them in the background. But we are, usually I come to this dump before the bushes get so thick like this. But we're gonna kick around in here a little bit. Got a little Folgers can. Got this, I'm not sure what that is there. We're gonna get rid of this old pail. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Let's work our way up in here. An old jug right there. Looks like an old orange juice jar. See if there's any. There's more. There's so much. Usually, man, like I said, I come here when this is not so grown up. And then on the other side of this tree, I think I recognize a lot more when there ain't as many bushes. But over there is where the Forest Service dumped a bunch of stuff. I'll come back down this way. Kind of hard to film this. Kind of hard to film this. It is thick. Here's a big old can there, jar. Got something. I always like the ones that's got the writing on it. See one up there, a bunch of writing. You can see over there. I don't even know if you can see this stuff through all this. This is some rough stuff. And my plan was to bring a rake, but I think you need more than a rake. I think you need a dang weed eater or something. Another orange juice jar, I guess. Yeah. Looking at the date. I don't think that's a Duraglass. A Duraglass jug. Bottom popped out. Man. Trying to work herself back up here. I don't know about this. I need to bring TNT's been wanting to come here bad. Quite a bit. So I need to. He's not going to be happy when he finds out that I came here without him. What we got here? It's like an old baking soda. Another old Folgers can. Paint buckets or something. Man, there is just. This ain't even nothing, man. This ain't even a Folgers can, you know, and what happens is get the ones like that that have been, you know, buried and preserves the writing on them. Bunch of orange juice jars. Should have gloves on. There's an MJB. MJB coffee. Little lid. I don't even know how much of this you're seeing, man. This is kind of rough going here. Whoa! What's that one? Red Devil Liquid Soot Remover. Huh. I don't know what that is. I don't know what the heck that is. Man. Yeah, my camera's just soaked going through all this. It's wet, soggy. Dang mess in here. I didn't expect it to be this thing grown up in here. I'll tell you, the thing to do, oh, there's more. Oh, what's that? See, the thing to do would be to start, find your place, and then just start digging some of it. With gloves on, gloves would be a good thing. This is some rough stuff. Even my dog bailed on me. So look at all that. Right in there is where the Forest Service dump was. I think we're gonna try to get our asses out of here. Holy moly. Alright. The battery went dead. So I got back up here to the road. And then when I walked back down to the truck, you can't park along here. But right in here, man, I don't remember it being that dang steep. Wow. Look over here. Boom, 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 right there. I think it's right there is where the Forest Service stuff was. Old sign and stuff, and Kevin actually found some antlers down there. Tell you what, TNT, he's gonna ream my hindquarters when he finds out that I came down here without him. I don't think I've ever been this far down. Man, if I go down, I'm gonna have to come back up. Let's go. We'll do one sweep, and then come back up. I don't follow my butt. Ugh. Ooh, there's a uh-oh, is it human? We will do a sweep here. Going up through there, I can see, what is that, a license plate or whatever it is. Took that thing. Oh, it's just a can. All that work for an old aluminum can. Oh, look at that, it's an oldie. Man, those old pop tops, 1970s. I remember that. I remember that. Oh, this thing is that aluminum. Then I was like, man, is that some kind of cylinder thing? Or got a piece of stovepipe right there. Whoa. Oh man. Dude, this thing is majorly steep. Oh, look at this. I don't know if you can tell. You can never tell on the cameras. But I'll tell you what, this is dang near straight up and down. Holy smokes. over here, what we're doing is kind of a swoop back up to the truck. You can see, look back in there, whole stove or something. Yeah, we've talked about coming down and setting up a base camp like a tent down in here and just digging it. This whole hillside is just loaded. And a lot of it, you know, obviously logging camps or something right there. Logging camps, mining camps, all that, but found evidence of what's this? Looks like a sign. Maybe. Old Eddie's. Look at that. Boom. Old Eddie's bread sign. It's actually two of them. One big one. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy. There's an old tin something right there. Hey. Whoa. Well, you die down here. Be careful. I think it's just a can. Probably. That's what's that? MDAB coffee. See, now, isn't it funny? Something that, the thing is, when it gets buried in the ground like that, especially when it's just pine needles and everything over the bazillions of years and turns into a soft, you know, soft dirt or soft, I can't even think right now. It protects it, is what I was getting at. Soil, that's the word I was looking for. But it turns into like a soft soil and protects the writing, just like on the sign. It's crazy. Alright, let's check this out. Dude. Oh. Man. It's a killer. Whoa. Look at that old. Look how stoked that. I'd like to have the old. I'd like to have that old handle off that. That's pretty cool. It's been here a few days. There's that big old tank that I showed you from up on the ridge. There's all the dogwood there. Look at that right, old spring steel right there. Looks awesome, nice. Little tank. That'd be handy to have, man. That is solid. Let's check it out. Just no can. No can. Now, trying to get the bearings here. Holy smokes here. I don't know if you can tell. That is straight flipping up. It's that old Forest Service dump. And this is right on the border of like private and Forest Service. They're the owners and everything, so it's all good. Holy smokes. There's a can down there. I can see some kind of big old can down. Let's check it out. Let's see. It looks pretty dang cool, whatever it is. Looks like a bucket. Oh no, it's an old pretty bucket. Man, I cannot even get my bearings of where the Forest Service. Man, it's gotten so much bigger out in the background. Probably look on videos, but years. I drive by and think about it all the time. I just don't do it. Now I know why. It is flipping crazy. You ever get in somewhere and think, God, I just want to be back to my truck. That's kind of how I'm feeling right now. Man, I'm gonna put this camera up here. I'm locked up here. Oh, look at that one. That is an old Coleman fuel. Man, too bad that didn't get preserved more. Look at the graphics on that. So cool, man. Saying I look at it and I'm like, oh, I still want it. But I ain't taking it. It's pretty cool. Holy crap. I'm telling you, man, that, I'm sweating. That whooped me. That is steep and thick. It's crazy area right here. Because you got Idaho endowment lands, Forest Service, and private. It's kind of a, just don't know what the heck you're getting yourself into. Good thing I know everybody. Kinda. May have changed hands 70 times by now. But it's funny the old let's go up here so I can talk. Can't even see me. Getting too dang sunny right there. But it's funny, you know, places that I've been and gone to for years, and you know, I drive by here all the time, but my hands are so dirty. I didn't put my gloves on, man. I am drenched, you know, because it's been raining all night. It rained, so not only is it thick, steep, it's wet, really wet. But anyway, so you go back to a place. I don't know, the last time that I actually, you know, picked that or, you know, digging bottles or something like that, it's probably 6 or 7 years ago, I would guess. And, you know, I go by there, you know, headed up and get firewood or mushroom hunting or doing whatever I'm doing. Every time I'd go by, I'd tell, or, you know, think, man, I need to go there, dig through there. I mean, there's, you know, there's you know, all kinds of fun history stuff there. And, every time I go by there, man, especially with TNT, man, I tell TNT we need to go there. So I'm gonna try to make a point. They get out of school this week, so I'm gonna make a point, and me and him come up here and, you know, spend a few hours digging it, and just plan on going straight to there, you know, hoofing it down there, and man, make sure you take a water and everything, and just, you know, search around. He will love it, man. Getting kids involved, which, you know, all my grandkids and kids, you know, are into it, but you should get yours into it, man. It's a, you know, searching for history, man. It's a, you know, it's a fun thing to do. man, so that's all I got today. I thought I was gonna do, man, I thought I was gonna be doing some shoveling and everything, but what I was getting at, that's what I was getting at before I go, is so you don't go to a place for say 5 years, 7 years, whatever it's been, and in your mind, you know, I remember it, you know, like it was the last time that I was down there, you know, which, like I said, man, could be 5 to 7 years ago, maybe longer. And me and Miss Kitty and Kevin were down there, and Kevin found, you know, a deer, actually deadhead, man, a small deadhead down there, and, you know, some other junk, and that, man, I remember exactly, in my mind, I can see exactly how it was, man, and it was not growing up like that, man, so it is getting taken over, man, because where he found that dead, it was almost like a bare spot, and that's where we were finding evidence that the Forest Service, and it's funny because the Forest Service basically crossed over just onto state land and dumped a bunch of crap over here. You know, actually it was on state land and private land. The Forest Service dumped their crap over there across their Forest Service line. You know, and we're talking probably, well, that was, most of the evidence of the stuff we found is 40s and 50s, I would guess. You know, I'd have to, I'll have to check those. You know, I didn't haul too much out, but I'll have to check those coffee cans. I'm a sucker for coffee cans, man. I love my coffee cans. Anyway, man, that's all I got for you today. I'll take you on the next time we go. I got to get back and start getting ready for this auction. We are, I think, you know, this week we're going to do Saturday at 10 o'clock like I have been. But, you know, and I'll start putting it out there a lot. But I think starting next week, I think we're going to start doing Monday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Change it from the Saturday so that all you that go, you know, that are out yard selling and, you know, doing whatever, man, Saturday stuff, you know, maybe can make it, but I just want to kind of change the times, but I'm a morning person, so I got to keep it in the morning. Remember, keep your eye on the skyline and your nose to the wind. And if you're out there treasure hunting, hope you find some color in the bottom of your pan.